All right, without further ado, here is a mod with Rockman and Forte.
Hello, GDQ. Greeting from Finland. My name is Ahmad. I'll be playing Rockman Forte, also known as Mega Man and Bass. And since this game is so absolutely brutal, I'm going to allow my commentators to do the commentating. So introduce yourselves, please.
Hey, I'm PJ, pronouns he, him.
I'm Werking 34, pronounce him.
Yeah, so these two will handle the commentary for me, and I will just focus on the run. So without further ado, let me reset the console, and let's get this show on the road. It's gonna be a hard run. Hopefully a good one. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so welcome to Rockman and Forte. This is a Japan-exclusive Super Famicom game, and it is the first Mega Man game in which you can play as Forte, or Bass. Bass is really awesome. He has a dash, he has a dash jump, he has a double jump, which he can do out of dash, and his default buster can fire in 8 directions, though it is a little bit weaker than Mega Man's. So he has a much easier time navigating through the screens, at the cost of spending about 40 seconds longer on the first boss fight. Yeah. That being said, the Mega Man run is much more popular, and we're going to be using Mega Man for this run, so we're going to try to not linger on Bass's capabilities too much here.
Yeah, right now, in this intro stage, we're just breezing through it. Nothing happening too much over here except for a minute that we're gonna go through. But other than that, there's this one cutscene plus Green Devil we're gonna fight later on.
Yeah, the Green Devil here is a really interesting fight. His weak spot starts exposed, so you have to fire a number of shots to expose the weak point, and then just mash lemons as fast as you can to destroy the eye. Here's our good friend Proto Man. He's gonna do his best to end this game right here and finish King. He doesn't.
Sorry, Proto.
It's half the man he used to be.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. We're gonna hope that we don't get immediately anti-aired by one of the blobs that he shoots. Ideally, you can kill him in one cycle.
Uh-oh. Just go and take it easy there. There we go.
Yeah, no problem. All right, and we're out. So the stage select in Mega Man or Rockman and Forte is a little bit different than other Mega Man games. So many of them, you can choose any of the 8 Robot Masters from the start. In Mega Man 7 and 8, they have a 4+4. You defeat the first 4 Robot Masters, and then the next 4 are unlocked. This has like a 3+5 system, these 2 different tiers of Robot Masters. So you can start only by picking Cold Man, Astro Man, or Ground Man. And then after defeating any of those, they unlock a few more stages, but not all of them. So we're starting with Cold Man because his stage is relatively simple, but more importantly, his weapon is the Destroyer. It is a contender for the best weapon in the entire classic Mega Man series. It's just unbelievably strong.
I have to agree.
Okay, we have the Cold Man, we're just firing him at a rhythm, destroy him as quickly as possible.
Did you actually know the weakness of the snowman?
Really nice. Is it Wave Burner?
Yeah, Wave Burner destroys fastest, but the strongest weapon actually that deals the most single damage is mine.
True.
Remote Mine? Yeah.
Those
oh my god, I hate penguins.
So tanky.
This screen has a really terrifying jump. Right there, nice. You can take the top path, but obviously it's much faster to go the bottom path. But as Mega Man, you have to either get like a boost from the ice block and do a well-timed jump, or you have to do this wiggle slide thing to get through. So here's Cold Man's fight. All he does is make this ice wall and then kick it against the wall and it bounces back. When he's below half health, he's going to make this cloud that will home in on Mega Man's position and try and catch him. And it inhibits your jump height, so you can't jump over the ice wall anymore. It's a nice fight.
Fortunately, we actually didn't get the Cold Man jump. That would have been a pretty unique attack from him, but he rarely does it, so unfortunately, slightly faster as well.
All right, so we got the ice wall. Defeating Cold Man unlocks Burner Man and Pirate Man stage. We're gonna follow weakness order for the first 3 stages. Gonna move right into Burner Man stage. This stage is amazing. I really love the design of this. The music is cool. And it is a terrifying and really cool speedrun stage.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like this is usually the first reset stage of the first 3 ones.
So right now,
Yeah, so this is... I'm sorry, go ahead.
alright, so right now, this stage is mainly showcasing like how useful the ice wall is. Not only at destroying enemies, but really using it to do platforming that Mega Man otherwise can't. Like you see in this next section over here. Normally the fake floors are too high for Mega Man, but if we use the ice wall and we jump off of it, we can make it up to the next section.
Actually,
Yeah, and these... I'm sorry, go on.
I actually lost 1 extra ice wall, so I'm just going to skip this section here.
Sure. Yeah, good adjustment. These gorillas take 1,000,000 buster shots, but they take 1/2 of an ice wall to be destroyed. Yeah, the ice wall, for enemies that don't have invincibility frames, it's basically just an instant kill. It does so much damage and hits so many times. And like you saw on the other screen, you can create it in midair and then jump off of it again to get a nice boost. This stage is extremely hard. These jumbo tellies drop fire bombs. I don't remember if they are an instant kill or not, but they may as well be.
Yeah, they are.
So, they are, okay. Nice, very good. Alright, now we have Burner Man. Burner Man's weakness is Ice Wall, obviously. Trying to fight him legitimately with Ice Wall is comically futile. But fortunately in a speedrun we can just rush him at the very start before he gets a chance to do anything. Nice. And just put the ice wall directly on him and then loop him. He takes extra damage from being shoved into the spikes, which is fantastic. And that's the way you want to see it go.
All right, Werking. You know it's true, but the next song... We can even ask the chat, by the way.
Please save.
Oh, yeah.
Please save.
Thank you, yeah.
Just remember.
But we can even ask the chat right now. The next song, the actual Pirate Man tune, it's always happy, right? Werking?
No, it's sad. What do you mean? It's always sad.
This has been a debate for over like almost a year right now, whether a Pirate Man song is happy or sad, but chat will decide.
Yeah, and the reason this has been a debate actually is so Joka has held the record in this game from like 2016 until last summer. This game is notoriously unpopular for speedrunning because it's just completely impossible. But last year had unprecedented activity. There were a ton of new runners, and a lot of them were active at the same time. And Werking actually beat Joka's run in July. I'll pick this up in a second. We have our first zip of the run.
Uh-oh.
So the ice wall underwater, nice, will rise. And our plan here is to slide on the ice block. And then when Mega Man slide terminates, he's gonna stand and he has no room to stand up. So it'll force him into the wall. And then we just get ejected across a few screen transitions there. So yeah, Werking took the record, and then Werking and Ahmad have traded the record back and forth. If I'm not miscounting, 8 times since then. And it's been just an ongoing battle. Whoever has the record gets to choose if this song is happy or sad.
Yeah.
And right now it's sad.
Now it is sad because Werking has the record.
I will never submit to this.
Alright, now we have Pirate Man boss fight. It's fairly simple over here since you have a lot of health. What you're looking out for is to hit him as soon as his iframes run out so that you don't lose any time, and that was really good.
Very nice. his weakness is Wave Burner, which is a fire weapon. So you're just kind of shooting hot water at him. Interestingly, if you shoot him with Wave Burner while he's out of water, it does more damage, which is a pretty neat touch. But it's either extremely rare or you lost a bunch of time already, so we don't worry about it.
I think he also has a unique
Alright.
animation, like he's burning literally.
Yeah, he does. All right, so we're gonna make a deviation here. We're gonna go to this crystal stage. These are like weapon trials. They're super neat. There are 8 different trials, each one dedicated to a certain weapon. They're supposed to show you like some different features that you might not know about these weapons, like that the remote mine can be steered, the wave burner can ignite these blocks, ice wall can be pushed off walls, bounce around, ride spikes, so on and so forth. But we're doing it right now because when you clear one of the trials, it gives you a large bolt, which gives you 100 bolts to use in the shop. And we desperately need the upgrades that we're about to buy here as early as possible, and this tier of upgrades is unlocked after 3 stages are completed.
Safe to say.
So that first item is the energy balancer. If you don't have a weapon selected, or if your currently selected weapon is full on energy, it'll take a weapon pickup and distribute its ammo across other weapons that you have. Then he picked up a spike guard, which allows Mega Man to survive a hit from spikes once. And then most importantly, the counter attacker. So if Mega Man is at 7 health or less, every attack he does will do 2 more damage. And that includes multi-hit things like the wave burner and the remote mine and the ice wall. So it just obliterates enemies and does a lot more damage to bosses as well. Really critical.
Whole puns intended.
Random room right here. All the enemies here and where they drop are random.
I will just wait for that bird.
Yeah, that's a smart idea. All right, so Astro Man has 2 like mini boss rooms. These are like Simon puzzles. They're gonna light up these buttons in order, and you're supposed to memorize them. But we have the power of Ice Wall, and this is another thing that Ice Wall really excels at. If you place it at the right distance from a wall, like these special walls, not necessarily solid walls, it'll just push you right through. So we don't have to do that one. All right. So the other and really important feature of Ice Wall for speedrunning is that it can be used for zips. Not just the zip in Pirate Man stage, but zips wherever there is a solid wall. Looks like we got in there.
Okay, just gonna do manual tapping here, and we got it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Nice. All right, so the ice wall is a solid object, and if you place it in the air and then you're exactly the right distance from it, it'll eject you backwards, and if you space it perfectly, it'll eject you into a wall. There are a lot of different things you can do in a wall, but right now all we can do is climb it by doing 1-frame jump taps. We'll elaborate more on zipping in a bit.
So here's Astro.
Werking wants to talk about Astro Man here.
Astro Man has 3 different patterns. This one is not so great, but we deal with it pretty fast.
Yeah, pretty nice.
I'm so happy I got that, because that's literally the worst and the most difficult zip in the game.
Yeah, that zip is horrendous. Yeah, he's trying to set up a zip on an instant death floor to get pushed into the wall. That's why he needs the spike guard. And then during the iframes that the spike guard gives him, he's gonna try and mash jump and climb up there. That also skipped another one of the Simon puzzles.
Yeah, slightly.
So he didn't even have to cheat and use the ice wall.
Yeah, it's a slightly longer wall. The first Simon Says room has 3 patterns, three buttons, and then the next one has 5 different button presses, rather.
So you might have noticed we used the Mega Buster on Astro Man. That's because we don't have his weakness right now. He's weak to a weapon that we're going to get from the 8th Robot Master we fight in this route. And the reason we're doing this out of order is that, first of all, we have the counter attacker, so the amount of damage that we do with Mega Buster is absurd anyways. So we're not losing a ton of time from not having weakness. But the main thing is that this route is called the Zip route, because we get the weapon from Dynamo Man here early. Instead of 8th, we get it 5th. And this allows us to do some really silly zips in the Robot Master stages.
really soon. Alright, so
I love this stage too. This stage is so nice.
Okay,
here we have
this mini boss is horrendous.
Yes.
takes a long while to beat, but we skip it.
Very nice. Yeah, that mini boss, you either have to destroy the eyeball thing spawners in the corner, which take a ton of damage, or I think you have to destroy a number of them after they've spawned. But either way, it takes a ton of time. And they control the room space really well, so being able to skip it is great. So one important thing I was, just gonna mention. Health management is really important in this run, because we need to be at or below 7 health. And random health drops are dangerous in this game for a different reason than every other Mega Man game. Actually, having high health puts us in more danger, because our killing power is lower.
Yeah, especially for bosses like this, where
Yeah.
the weakness doesn't really do much at all. So you want that extra damage to speed it up much more quickly.
Oh, that was a lemon connection. Whatever.
Yeah. Didn't die though. Save, please.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys reminding me, because my muscle memory just doesn't want to do it.
Right, yeah. I mean, you've probably saved in this game a grand total of 10 times.
True,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, a reminder is always nice.
It is.
All right, so we've gotten Lightning Bolt, and that is the whole cornerstone to this route. So the ice wall is good for damage. It's good for jumping off of. It's good for clipping through boss gates and putting yourself in a wall. But once you're in a wall, if you use an ability that locks you in place, which is the Lightning Bolt, or if your base, what is that? Gospel Boost. You can zip vertically. So we're gonna be using that to great effect in this stage. By default, when you use Lightning Bolt, you zip up. There's a frame perfect input that you can do to zip downwards. But if you zip downwards too far, you die, because you actually go faster than the camera can keep up with you, and the game counts it as a pit death. So you have to be pretty careful and time your pause cancel pretty well. All right, so here's our first attempt. He got into the wall. One cancel. He has to cancel this one to avoid health, and then cancel again to actually enter the boss, the mini boss gate. That was spectacular.
And another
So that skips several rooms.
Oh no, the worm.
one here to skip the mini boss. And we can just zip horizontally
Very nice.
and vertically along the level geometry.
Very nice. So one danger with zipping horizontally with Mega Man in particular, if he slides while he's completely on the floor or completely in any solid boundary, he gets stuck, and it's a soft block. That's the main reason we're reminding Ahmad to save. Deaths in this game are not really a big deal. He's going to be collecting a bunch of extra lives, but getting soft locked is a big deal. So the only way he can actually move horizontally is by tapping forward to walk, and then the release of the forward tap is what pushes him a few tiles. So zipping horizontally is actually very slow, and zipping vertically is extremely quick. It's an interesting balance.
We just dealt with Groundman. He's a pretty random boss fight as well.
Also, the next song is, as we call it, the sad happy birthday song. But in this case, it's very happy birthday song. So I need to give a shout out to Bass Guy, who's have a birthday today, I think. So happy birthday! And I think this is also the perfect stage for donations.
That's so wonderful, because I have a donation right here from Bass Guy. It says it's for $150. It says it's been a pleasure to see Ahmad and Werking go back and forth in taking the Rockman and Forte world record. We all know you'll destroy this game, as you do with all Mega Man games. Ah, yes. P.S. Pirate Man theme is not a happy song.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Do we have time for more?
Yep.
Oh yeah, this whole stage you can just keep reading.
Oh, wonderful. All right, well, Super Jamus sent in $50 and says, Ahmad, you said in your practice streams that if even one new person picks up Rockman and Forte after watching your run, you'd be happy. Mission accomplished, good sir. I'll be playing it today. Let there be no sad songs. Cheers and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Excited.
Time for more?
Yeah, go.
Oh yeah.
All right, Mr. Cab55 sent in $555
Whoa.
and says Ahmad is a stone cold gamer, burning right through the Happy Pirate song and ground. No, that's the old joke. Listening to the astronomically better Dynamo jam. It's groundbreaking. It's Tengu raising. This run is pure magic. As long as King Tank cooperates, anyway.
True.
There were so many words in all caps in that donation, okay?
Oh yeah.
So much
Thanks so much, Mr. Cab.
Thank you.
So much emphasis.
You guys can quiz in one more, I think. Yeah.
All right, well, Dunkelseiter sent in $640 and says, fellow Germensch viewer, says hi, best luck to all runners. So a little shout out for the Germensch community.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Save, please.
I will. This is the next stage is definitely the most difficult out of the 8 robos. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, Magic Man stage is just completely impossible as Mega Man. Casually end in the zip route and in the zipless. Well, I shouldn't say zipless route, but the
Less zips.
Dynamo Man 8 route, the less zip route.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off the first screen here. I guess the second screen has a bunch of trains that you have to ride to get across these gaps. They spawn pretty early, so it's pretty fine until the last train, which has about a 6-second delay or something. And naturally, 6 seconds is much too long to sit around. So he's going to be doing some very scary ice wall acrobatics to try and get across here.
This deep is scary.
That was close.
That was real close. Very nice. All right. We'll see if Sissy's going to be a friend here. These blocks can only be broken by him jumping on them. You can clip into the wall and then zip vertically, but honestly, I don't think it's real worth it.
Nah.
The ammo is probably more important here.
Here comes another zip. First try.
First try, nice, really good. It's worth noting that you cannot advance past ladders with a zip. You need to climb a ladder to trigger a screen transition. One more here, nice. This one is going to span several screens.
Oops.
The vertical upwards zip there was, like I said, the default direction that you get a little bit scary, but it's
okay. We're still there. Okay.
All right, nice.
Alright, so the hard part.
Nice. So in that position, if Ahmad slid, he would have been soft locked. Mega Man was 2 tiles in the floor. If you're just 1 tile in the floor, you can slide and you can zip horizontally faster. But he was not.
And here we just unlock him with Tengu.
Fortunately, my health value was really off, so it took quite a bit of extra hits to kill him.
Yeah, the health management in this game is really tough. You have a plan for which enemies you want to get hit by, but if you get a health drop, you have to very quickly try and remember which enemies are next, which enemies remain in this stage, and what hits you can take without losing as much time.
Yeah.
So there are a whole bunch of damage values that you have to keep track of. It's an interesting consideration for this run.
Now we're just gonna collect
Okay.
the rest of the bolts, as well as destroy the rest of the crystals. You need to destroy all of them to unlock the king stages.
Yeah, the bolts are something you don't necessarily have to collect, but destroying the crystals are mandatory if you want to go to the king stages. Also, there's a couple of couple of these balls we usually skip in a real PB attempt, but this time we're just going to collect everything.
Yeah, for reasons that will become very clear, having extra lives in this run is a very good thing.
Yeah.
Another thing that's a real pain in this game is that your ammo doesn't refill after this. So any ammo that he's using to break these crystals, he's going to be short on entering the king stages. All right, we have one last shopping trip. He's going to pick up the hypercharge, well, another spike guard. A hypercharge, which is just a passive thing. You don't have to equip it. It allows Mega Man's Buster to charge quicker. And then a super special item. I don't know what it's called. It's probably damage converter or something.
It's damage absorber, apparently.
Damage absorber, okay. If Mega Man takes damage, his equipped weapon is going to gain ammo. So these are the king stages. This screen, very nice zip. The intended way for Mega Man to get through is to do this really long path, snaking through the right. But with the power of lightning, we can just go straight to the top.
Skipping another Yoku box section.
Yeah, some of these Yoku block puzzles are exceedingly rude. They're very amusing, but they're rude.
Normally you have to go through a conveyor over there.
Yeah, the ice wall really trivializes a lot of these screens that are otherwise very, very annoying.
Okay, so apparently I have to donate to the charity $20 if I miss the monkey skip, which is about to happen soon. Let's see.
Yeah, so at the end of this screen, there's a cutscene that normally plays once you touch the ground. A monkey will taunt you. There's a cutscene with lights turning off, and then a monkey will taunt you, and the lights will turn back on. Ooh,
Got
nice! That was an interesting skip. I normally don't see it done that way.
Yeah.
So one other special property, if Lightning Bolt wasn't good enough, there is one frame where Mega Man or base is considered standing after it's used. So he used the Lightning Bolt and then pause canceled it, and then press jump on the standing frame, used Ice Wall to give himself a little bit more of a boost to reach the door without touching the ground, and skip the cutscene. Or rather, it delayed the cutscene to play when the boss spawned, and it saves a bunch of time. It's quite nice.
Yeah. So, Werking, tell me about the King Tank. Tell me how much you love it.
Oh, I love it very much. I call it the all-yes tank.
There we go. That's the one. Yeah. So, yeah. Go ahead, PJ.
Sure. So this is King 2. King 2 is a monstrous level. It's actually split into like 3 separate stages. If you game over in this stage, you have to start from the very start here, even though it's going to appear as though he's entering a different stage. But this is the speedrunner's dream right here, the King Tank.
Exactly.
It's got it's got 3 weak points that you have to destroy. There's one in the back here, this back hatch that's opening up, and it drops soldiers. And then there's the one on top here that is going to deploy bombs, and then one in the front that's a Gatling. Okay, real nice. So strangely, getting hit by the tank itself only does, I think, 2 damage.
Yeah.
So he took a damage boost at the start to get behind it, and that's a manipulation that he likes to take out the back panel on the top early, and then he uses the lightning bolt from below to kill the Vulcan. And again, he did that whole fight at under 7 health, thanks to the good friend's Triceratops at the bottom that does a truckload of damage.
Yeah.
He was able to get to critical health pretty early. So he's gonna hope he doesn't get health drops here. Very nice. So he maintains critical health status. He did not refill health between these checkpoints, I should point out. It's a mess casually, but very nice in a speedrun.
And here we have another random boss. The platforms here are random. What heights they end up coming to. And what the boss...
Forte actually has... Yeah, go ahead.
And what the boss does next is also random. The hitbox.
Forte actually has less platforms.
Yeah. So he has a few different attacks he can do. He has this this punch attack that will destroy the platforms.
No!
And then that one,
Oh no, Ahmad.
the nerves got to him. It's all good though. So there's a pretty lengthy cutscene after you destroy the airship, where Mega Man will the game will take control of Mega Man for you and autopilot him across some more platforms. But if you die, then it just takes you to the next stage. So it's pretty nice.
Ladders, please.
All right, this is the single biggest time save in the entire run. This is a fight against King, which is just scripted. It's basically an interactive cutscene. And then after that, you have a non-interactive cutscene. We get to see Proto Man fail again, and then you have a real boss fight. But you can just zip out and you skip. It's like a minute and a half that you save. It's an unbelievable amount of time. Now we get to fight another one of Werking's favorite bosses.
Oh yes. And King turns purple all of a sudden. Alright. So he can do a bunch of attacks like that one over there. He also can charge up his laser as well as charge forward.
Yeah, this boss's weakness is the Wave Burner, which is not a particularly useful weakness given his position.
Not going to risk it.
That was a pretty miserable pattern too.
Yeah. If your weapon does enough damage to destroy him, you'll destroy him no matter what, regardless of whether he has iframes or not. So what looked like a double hit from the lightning bolt, it was that property over there.
So I'm going to save here, but we have 7 lives, so
It should be
this should be enough, even though this is literally probably the hardest stage in any classic Mega Man game. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree. That the entirety of that previous stage was one stage, by the way. If he would have died on the giant King robot, he would have had to go back to the start before King Tank, which casually is a disaster.
Yeah.
So this is our refights level. The refights are just they're placed throughout the stage, like in Mega Man X, as opposed to just in a capsule room like many of the other classic Mega Mans. It's a really cool design, but it's an absolutely terrifying stage. Because again, we want to play this whole thing like 1 or 2 hits away from death, so that we do more damage.
This guy never... He just doesn't want to behave.
No, not helping you out here.
Oh, no.
boy.
Yeah, same pattern. Yeah, when Astro Man does this attack, you actually can't hurt him except for when he's in between. Uh-oh.
Ooh, those fools.
All right.
Let's just...
This...
Just gonna do this.
That'll work. Yeah, that'll get you there.
That is like the only situation where getting a health drop is actually useful.
Yeah.
The only occasion.
Yeah.
Alright, 7.
And yes, I use my spike card, by the way, there.
Same fight as before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have the weaknesses obviously for Dynamo Man and Astro Man, but we use Buster whenever we can still, because Buster does the most damage, and with Hypercharge, you can basically have a full charge ready when their iframes have expired. Magic Man or Astro Man's weakness is just horrible. So, all right, Pirate Man.
Yeah, this fight is not as free as before because you have less health. So it becomes... In some situations, you have to dodge the mine to avoid dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Werking. Let's
Okay.
go.
Alright, let's see the mod.
And we got it!
Nice.
That's...
Oh, that's such a good zip. I love it. I love it. So like before, Mega Man slides, and then when the slide terminates, he has no room to stand. But now we have Lightning Bolt, so we're gonna force him to stay in that state. This room is extremely vertical. You have to wait for about 50 seconds for Sissy to slowly crush his way down to the bottom. But if you get into the wall, you can just zip downwards.
Oh, I can't get it.
This zip is super, the zip is super tough because this room is unbelievably laggy.
There we go.
Okay. And again, he has to pause cancel each of these downward zips, because if he zips too far, the game thinks that he fell in a pit. So even with all of those attempts, that still saves time, saves a lot of time over waiting for Sissy to slowly crush his way down.
Darn.
Ooh.
Oh, well. Had to go for it.
Worth a try.
Yeah. Oh, no. What?
Oh, that's a shame. Well, fortunately, Groundman does a ton of damage. Heck, you'll get there again.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Okay, we're fine.
All right, all right. So Groundman again, weak to remote mine. Groundman likes to tunnel into the ceiling and the floor, but if he has been hit by remote mine, he can't. So we just try and place those accordingly. Super scary room. We hope for no health drop. Okay. One spread drill will clear out the entire screen, but if you get health, then your damage goes down, and then it doesn't, and you're stuck with infinity lag. All right, Tenko Man's pretty straightforward, so I'll try and talk about the Wily quick kill. He's going to try and set up this kill on Wily Capsule by placing a remote mine in the upper corner of the room and killing him as he spawns. In order to do that, a mine has to be in motion before Wily Machine dies. And the only way you can do that is by being out of remote mine ammo, firing a lemon, which is what happens when you have no ammo and you try and fire, and then refilling his ammo before the lemon hits him by using the damage absorber, rather, and then firing the remote mine. So it's a super tight trick. He's manipulating Wily Machine to be as far against the wall as he can, so he has the biggest window. Nice! Get ready on time.
All right.
Time.
Deadlift Rockman and Forte run.
Wow.
I can't believe
That
this.
was absurd.
Yeah, really good run.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just... Okay,
That was
the
absurd.
Wally stage obviously went wrong. Like, it always does, you know. But we got basically everything that was to be shown, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, well, can't be... What's the time, by the way? Okay. I'll definitely take that any day.
That is solid.
Yeah. For the shoutouts, thank you, obviously, PJ and Werking coming over to help with the commentary. I so much appreciate it. You guys are all both obviously knowledgeable and talented speedrunners. So, thank you.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for the host, of course. Thank you, GDQ, for having me. Thank you, my own community. You guys are awesome. Pretty crazy at times, but you know, awesome all the same. If you want to follow my Mega Man shenanigans, I mostly speedrun classic Mega Man games. I do it on twitch.tv/Amad__, because apparently one underscore was never enough. Do you guys have anything to say?
Yeah, I saw in chat that there were a few people saying that they were going to pick this game up and start running it tomorrow. If any of you are interested in learning this game, please join the Classic Mega Man speedrunning Discord. And that goes for anybody who wants to learn any of the classic Mega Man games, not just this one. We love new runners. We love helping out. More runners is great. So, yeah, please don't hesitate to join.
Yeah, especially for this
Definitely.
game. This game is criminally underrated.
Yeah, agreed.
Anything else Working wants to say?
Yeah. Other than that, really, once again, thank you to GDQ for letting us have Rockman Forte this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of the marathon and keep on donating for the good cause. See you guys later. Bye.